Hello, hello, hello! Your local dumbass here with part 4. As mentioned last time, I'll be randomly picking 8 OCs to rate. Some of this can be a bit critique heavy compared to the other parts, especially for OCs from smaller YouTube channels. Just like what I've said in my community post, I want to help people improve along with providing my personal insights. Without further ado, let's begin.
Disclaimer: everything said within the rest of the video is my personal opinion. The main purpose of this video is to entertain, nothing more. Do not start unnecessary arguments under this video. Thank you.
Blinks, waves, says hello, points to
begs,
self, blinks again,
begs,
sobs, gets on knees and begs.
Okay, fine. I've rated and critiqued Lucia's OCs in the past, and in order to get her to shut up, I'm gonna have to include her here before she goes insane. One very noticeable thing about her style is that she knows how to get creative with Gacha Club's base game accessories, with the OC she submitted being no different. Though some of her OC designs lack practicality, out of all of the OCs she has shown me, this is probably my favorite. It's creative, it's stylish, she even only had 2 colors to work with, red and black. She manages to balance it all out well, along with the purple eyes to make it stand out from the entire outfit. Personally, I'm not a fan of these saturated color palettes, but that's her style and I still do like this OC as a whole. It's a 8.5 out of 10 for me. Okay, time for the actually random selected OCs. I kid you not, this man really still manages to get on the list of randomly selected people. This was not rigged. I just pressed the button once and boom, there is his comment. His OC is cute, though I feel like there could be more emphasis on the shadows. I do like the design, despite its simplicity because of how well the colors go together. And of course it stands out from other OCs. You can never go wrong with silly aliens. Very friendly alien. 8 out of 10. I know this is very short, but there's not really much I can say about him. Next winner, I guess. Cuddley Floof. Floof. I like that word. One of the more unique OCs from the random roster of OC codes I randomly picked. I love the use of pastel pink, yellow, and orange. Technically, it cannot be considered as an analogous color palette. Pastel pink and light red look similar to each other, which explains why they can still blend well together. I love the use of colors here, especially through the outlines and the eyes. The design is also very recognizable and unique. It has the potential to be iconic if ever given the chance. Even if your OC backstory is pretty big, it could still strike someone's interest. Overall, love everything about them, 10 out of 10. Next we got Argue Ad Break. What a particular name. Oh, this is just Fern from fucking Adventure Time. Okay, jokes aside, this OC is adorable and very creative. Despite sharing similarities from an already existing cartoon character, Fern from Adventure Time, I do see the creative integrity that went into this design. I see he's named Daisy because of the daisy that's growing out of his head. Maybe this is what gives him life or could be an accessory that gave him his name? It could be both even. Regardless, it's a good way of executing show don't tell. I also love how simple the style is. It uses the outline color as shadows, but because of how it's placed, it's not too overwhelming and it doesn't overlap anything. It's an 8 out of 10. Next up, we have Red Milky Milks 3342. Okay. This is a very odd design choice, though I think this is more of a gacha sona than an actual OC. The difference between a gacha sona and a gacha OC is that a gacha OC is an original character you create, while gacha sona is supposedly made to represent yourself, and it could possibly look similar to the way you look in real life. Like my gacha sona. This stupid little goober you see before your very eyes is actually how I look like. Yes, I dress like this. I have mixed opinions about this OC and I genuinely don't know what to say about them. I don't know what to critique because I don't know what you're trying to aim for. All I can really say is that you could work on making the shadows more vibrant and work on your color choices because overall, this color palette could work if you chose the right colors. As of now, they look pretty dull on their own. 4 out of 10. Up next, we have Raya 5. I like this color palette. Nothing too special design-wise. Again, I'm not sure on what to critique here, since it's pretty simple, but the colors make up for that. It's great so far, though designs like these could be pretty common. The whole jacket, sleeveless gloves, half human, half wolf, and etc. That's all I really have to say. It's not bad. It could use some bit of creative flair design-wise. 5 out of 10. Still love the color, so. Next is Angel's Orchid. Or did I say that right? Yeah, Orchid. When I say I like OCs that are simple but unique, this is what I mean by that. Once again, I love the color palette of this OC. Though its design is simple, it's definitely unique and recognizable. They look familiar, but I can't really put my finger on who. I see they were going for a robot-like character or sci-fi to the very least. There are some unique aspects to the design that can really distinguish them from other characters, like the eyes. Not really much to say about this one other than I love it. 10 out of 10. And last, but definitely not the least, we have k.Star. This OC could use a lot more work. Dull colors, simple design, and nothing really makes sense. Though I do think the name k.Star has some potential to be a unique OC. I understand if you don't want to make your OC resemble your name. I do that too. My username is Katina Cake. I got no cake. But if you want to expand ideas based on your OC's name, here's a few suggestions. You can really expand on the name k.Star. Find references for characters that are related to tigers or stars. There are half human, half tigers. There are star-themed outfits. It doesn't have to be related to a character. References for a unique concept is enough to make it an interesting OC. You can really go with any color palette you'd like, but personally, if you're going to expand on the concept of k.Star, then I'd suggest an analogous color palette of red, orange, and yellow. Tigers are orange and stars are usually presented as yellow, so using this color palette would be pretty easy. In general, it's really hard to mess up an analogous color palette because it goes well with anything. Reflect your OC's personality through their design. I've said this many times before and I will say it again because people underestimate how powerful the show don't tell is. Overall, I'd give it a 2 out of 10. The OC on its own is very bare bones, but there's still room for improvement. And with that, this is where I end this mini-series of mine. You may ask, why here? Why now? Well, for one, I don't want to milk this kind of content for views. I do what I want and I make what I want. I've already had some experience making commentary content over and over in the past and it drained me, so I'm not going down that rabbit hole again. Sure, I won't be making these OC rating videos anymore, but of course I still do plan to make videos with voiceovers. Just let me know what y'all want me to make next and I'll put it into consideration. That is all for today, folks. I hope you all have a good night or day.